Hi everybody, thank you for joining us for the Global Snapshot for January 2018. I wish all of you and your families that you had a wonderful new year. And I pray and I believe that this 2018 will be a wonderful year for all of us. We started this year with attacks that took place on the churches in Egypt, in Pakistan, in Nigeria, and many countries around the world. While we're enjoying our Christmas and our New Year, in many cases, our Christian church has been attacked, especially in 18 countries around the world. Today, we're talking with you about this coming New Year and our agenda, our schedule, our mandate, that you are always part of it. Your prayers, your support, your financial contribution, but above all, your action that you take. The Bible said faith without action is a dead faith. And for us, action is our faith and of our heart. We started this year by what's happening in Iran. And sadly, we see how the young people in Iran want to make a real change in the Iranian government, and yet the world let them down again. This is not the first time that this has taken place. It's happened before in 2009. It's called the Green Movement or Revolution. And now we can see the young people once again, and the public once again, wanted to make a change in Iran. It started demonstration, and yet the world did not do anything to support them or to support their freedom. Please send an email to our Prime Minister of Canada, to our President in the United States. Please tell them that we have to do something. We have to put pressure on the Iranian regime to protect the human right, to support the Iranian people that sacrifice themselves and their blood in order to bring freedom to their countries. We're asking from our Canadian Prime Minister and American partners, especially when it comes to the Iranian agreement, to be cancelled and to be stopped right away. I'm asking from the Canadian businesses and the Canadian organizations, especially Bombardier, to stop dealing with the Iranian regime in order to protect the dignity and the human right in Iran. The money is not more important than our values as Canadians and as Americans. In the end of this month, I will be leaving to Ukraine and Russia. I will be dealing with the human rights that taking place there. Keep us in your prayers, and we thank you for continuing your support for Ukrainian people. We continue here in Canada and overseas in Iraq and in Syria, supporting to the Yazidi community, to the Christian community. We are very pleased with the decision of the American government in order to target the aid, to use their aid to target the Christians and the Yazidis and the vulnerable minorities, overlooking the UN. For many years, we've been calling that the governments support the minorities directly, they support the people directly on the ground to ensure and to maintain the integrity and to ensure that there's no corruption, that from the UN or from the government that the UN dealing with, the Iraqi government and the Kurdish government. So we're very thankful for the new decision from the Vice President of the United States. We thank him for taking the right steps to ensure that the aid reaching the people on the ground. Please listen to the two radio interviews that we have in our website, www.afwi.org, or go to our YouTube channel to see our recent events and our recent news. Today, I would like to speak as well with you about a Canadian dilemma. Recently, the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, took two decisions that we believe that is extremely very dangerous for Canada and also dangerous for our neighbor in the United States. The first decision was to accept the ISIS fighters, the Canadian ISIS fighters, to return back again to Canada and quote unquote to put them in a programs to correct them, and after that releasing them back again to the society. This is just an idea. Now, we don't deny that a Canadian citizen can return to his Canadian country. We cannot deny citizenship. However, we can definitely have courts that can rebuke this citizenship if the citizen, doesn't matter who he is, took an action that against the Canadian interest. And even if this is not possible in constitution-wise, to make them return here in Canada to be a free human being will put our security and our national security in great danger. But the second issue, that the Prime Minister continued attack on faith groups, doesn't matter if you are Christian or Muslim or Jewish or Hindu or Sikh. The truth and the reality that now the Liberal government connecting their funds to their liberal agenda, and you have to agree on this liberal agenda in order to receive this government funds. And I have a problem with that. It doesn't matter if you agree with the liberal ideas or not, but nobody should force his ideas upon us. We are in a country where there is freedom of expressions, freedom of belief, and the government funds should not be connecting to force the people to accept their agendas. Forgive me for taking a long time from you this time. It's a little bit long broadcast, but it's important. Hearing us, and we love also to hear from you. We love you and we thank you for your support, and see you next month. God bless.